Hello, hello, hello. What's going on, everybody? Hoping all is well. Hoping everybody's living well, living well, living well, being in love and to tell. Let's go, baby.
1-800 contact makes it so easy to renew your prescription or order new content.
Let's go, y'all. How you doing, girl? The streets is on fire. Shout out to Luke Luke. Hey, Luke Luke. Oh yeah, let's get into this shenanigans. So it's a fat butch. Somebody went over there and sent me that the whole bag is supporting weed growing, past the fraud, J Mall butthole. Yes, J Mall butthole. Yes. Trying to spite eagles, honey. That's the gag, the shame, and the scandal of it all. You can't spite eagles with a clown, okay? J Mall butthole is a clown. And I said what I said. Anytime he want to get down, he can tap this motherfucking link. But anyway, what's up, everybody? Happy sunny day, Sunday with the cherry on the bottom that made it to the top, honey. Yeah, I seen a fake ass Floyd hoe running over there talking about uh a transcript can be read and this and that, but I don't have no dog in this fight. Well, bitch, sit your barking ass out of it. See, it's always these barking motherfuckers that got the most to say but scared to cam up, glam up, or any motherfucking thing else up. Girl, make it make sense, honey. Mm-hmm. But anyway. Yeah, it be those, child. It be those. They ain't got nothing to do with it, but they got the most to motherfucking say. Then when you annihilate their motherfucking ass, Then it's, oh, uh, why you coming at me? I'll never forgive you, and all this other dumb bullshit. Girl, shut up. Because you don't even remember what the fuck I said or did to your bum ass. But anyway, shut up. Shameless scandal. But, mm-hmm. These people be a mess, girl. What's up, party people? We're gonna get back to Fatback, Hostak, Liz No Jackson. Why you dick sucking, deek sucking J. Ma O'Brien? Committing spiritual adultery, putting a god before your God. Or do you not believe in God? Because you already done said that you don't give to nobody but your family, your nieces and nephews and shit. Girl, stop. Okay? The only thing you give to is your fucking belly, bitch. That's who you give to, your belly, with your stinking ass. Okay? Period. But anyway, yeah, it's a shame. And how could you support somebody like Corey Slocum? That's what I need to know. How could you support somebody like Corey Slocum? Just asking, just a thoughts. Oh, I was invited to a watch party at Super Bowl. It's probably over. But yeah, y'all, try these people be a mess, honey. It's sick out here in these streets, with these crackheads and these bums that sit around all day long, doing the wrong, but then you're supposed to be wanting the right and all kind of shit. Oh, this ain't Queens, that's Steinway. I don't feel like going there. Oh, that's today. What time? Girl. I don't feel like being around people today. Well, they yelling, screaming, and all that shit. Especially if I ain't drinking, and I got a drink in there, but I ain't got my beer. I gotta have a certain set. I only do wine, beer, and then I do liquor. Occasionally when I want to get my freak on. Get your freak on. But one love, get all the deek you want today. It's your deek. Okay, it's married Deke, and it's your Deke. Okay, you know what he did? Do you know what he did? He put a ring on it. Okay, he put a ring on it. That part. But anyway, and I didn't know my baby had went live. Shout out to Simey Rimey. He went live, child. Mm, my chocolate deluxe. Ooh. But yeah, y'all. So it's been a shame and a scandal in these streets, honey. See my pretty face, girl. Right. Mama see girl. Mama see girl.
The
With the
authentically
authentically
black.
black. See my black.
Over
Over.
I gotta
Gotta
find me
find me
a
a
nice
nice
cute razzle
razzle
dazzle.
dazzle. But Christy,
Patricia's
you should be Street
Awards.
Awards, bitch. Okay? You to be Streets Awards, girl. Can't compete awards. Yes, but smash it. Smash it. Hmm. So I ran over there, and this is what I heard over there on Sister Reed, the only Reed, okay? Because we don't know false, fake Floyd Flake as I want to suck a BBC anytime I can be counted for as greed. We don't know those people. Oh yeah, and I will be tapping on in again. Hmm. And Buttercut Bottom, bitch. Don't think that we don't know that you email and we trying to record and do shit, bitch. We don't give a fuck. Cause anything I say to you, I can say to a judge, bitch. See, the gag is that your ass is trying to hide and divide and subtract shit. I ain't trying to hide, divide, or subtract the motherfucking thing, bitch. Cause you came and got me. It's like I blessed Essie Berry's platform, bitch. And you want to tell me that she was on that Essie. That's what you need to come live and address. I don't want to see no premiere. I don't want to see all that other shit. What I want you to see, butter for your loving. Hey, butter for your loving. Yeah, put it in the oven, honey. All right. Yeah, L'Oreal is a mess, child. L'Oreal, that week is not your color, honey. But let's get into this. Page commentary.
Everybody did not listen to anything I say. Like, none of the words that come out my mouth, I'm not making no sense. I be talking deep. Yeah, that's what you did. I'm listening. I'm listening real quick. Go ahead.
You look at my sister, literally loving.
If they want to think I'm highly retarded, go with it. Fucking go with that. I say go with whatever narrative makes you feel better about yourself. Because really, you bitches been getting popped across the board. Point blank, period. Now, if you don't know how to read and Google and chat GPT and all those things, understand the fucking laws and stuff to that nature, you can't comprehend the words that come out of my mouth. It sounds like a personal. But I'll be that. I'll be mildly retarded. I'll be all the other fucking things you want to say about me. And you know what I'm saying? Just say decent. Just listen to the sassy and the rest of them. And we started this witch hunt, right? You know, the townspeople, you were so hell bent. And, you know, this is what you have brewed the fuck up with it. Like you said, that sincere is very smart and he really likes talking to you. Yeah, I bet he did. He says all kinds of things. They're saying him and his little crew and the minions and the other ones that are feeling some type of way out here saying all kinds of fucking things. And I say, shit, believe it. Believe it. People can do all kinds of damn things.
Oh. Well, all right, y'all heard it first, honey. They said the beef sector dead, child. The beef sector is dead, girls. The beef sector dead, child. Let's hit a clap back. Cause it's giving a lot of slap back. And make sure you go subscribe to Smash It. Smash It. My Booski, her sister is coming out, and hopefully we will have a surprise on that live. The Beef Sector Sisters, where are you? Fi, Rita, Ree, Trish, Kwani, Dovey, uh, Demetra, VS, Bree, Pizza, who else? Nika. Where are the girls? Where are the girls? Let's go.
Sounds like a lemon Negro. Hey, how's Virgos? Hey, Arthur Izzo. Listen, let me show y'all something. So let me land out my morning, right? So I get up and I'm frying. I'm cooking my dinner early. So I'm frying some chicken. First, I start off listening to ODS. He goes off, banging his line. Hey, Miss Queen. So I go over to Shaquille because Shaquille is bad, right? So I go over to Shaquille's And I'm gonna have clown support and I'm listening. Right? And some type of way, I don't know if he did a redirect or what, but it takes us over. And next thing I know, I hear Sahida's voice. Hey, no bother. So I'm like, what the I'm like, fuck it, let me just keep listening because my hands like I'm the inside one. And I'm busy. I'm cooking. Right? So that messy fucking ass, lying ass says that somebody in a membership, and I guess it probably was on Sassy membership, I'm not sure, has referred to Saida being a little slow or some shit like that, right? So, first of all, let me say this real quick. You are a slow ass bitch. Really the fuck are. If you really fucking think that somebody could fucking flag you for reading a fucking transcript, do you know how many times I done read a transcript and reacted a fucking transcript and replacement of playing somebody's fucking live just for fucking fun? Do you know how many times I have done that? Well, who do you think is actually going to sit and read somebody's whole fucking transcript of their fucking lives? If they're a boring bitch like you, Saida, yeah, now I'm real disrespectful, right? So, listen to that. I'm like, they do sound kind of slow or whatever, right? So then, that was a recording. Either way, it's a fucking lie. So, he says, read called your child. Now, this is the first time hearing this. I never heard the read shit called. We compared you to her autistic son. And, I think that's real disrespectful. First of all, if y'all want to repeat some shit, right? If you're going to repeat some shit, what you should do is make sure it's accurate before you do. I said, my exact words, I have an autistic son. I get tired of having to keep repeating, okay? Keep repeating myself. What's up, you guys? Keep repeating. Somebody answering the same fucking question over. And I'm sick of sincere too. Like, for real, now this shit disrespectful. I'm a fake for me. So, that's, y'all was in this live. Y'all heard that. If you're an autistic mind, you know how fucking repetitive that shit is. It's repetitive. Somebody keep asking you the same question, whether they change it around a different way, you still got the same answer. So now you find yourself giving a changing the answer around to be the same answer. Saying the same question that you are. You are a slow fucking bitch because you sat here on this platform and asked me the same goddamn question over and over and over, but you kept trying to reword the question, rearranging the question to make it as if it was a different question and playing on my fucking top. You condescending, ignorant, ass motherfucking people, blue ass bitch. Okay. Hello. You think we gonna get that win? We gonna get that W today? Will we get that W? Right? So the smart thing for me to do is to fucking take it down because I actually had to fucking respond to you as if you were my child. Okay? Matter of fact, not my child, a child. I just said you might be on little signs of being on the spectrum. Okay? But you're not going to explain my fucking face and lie. And then, Shakim, you fake as fuck too. So my son, I think, hey, Ree, I think autistic kids, they're the most beautiful, the funny. You need to shut the fuck up with that bullshit. Just say whatever the fuck you hear or fuck on commercials or whatever motherfucking short little motherfucking answer sing on somebody else's fucking show. But what you was doing when you was trying to let me like win this over and smooth this over so it can look like that. We're not gonna pay me no motherfucking life, especially when I'm a bitch that's standing in the fucking thing motherfucking day with someone that is living with autism, okay? Bitch, I know the fucking book for ignorant motherfuckers like Saida and shit, all this keep question and shit, so that they know how to be in you, so they go and know how to interact with children who are autistic or young adults or people period with it. So please don't put my fucking intelligence and don't lie on me. And the crazy thing is not them. You may have done something wrong. I didn't judge you for what the fuck you done. That was your fucking business. Okay? You still fuck with you, but that didn't mean that I had to fucking sit here and ride when you do some nut ass fucking shit. That was some nut ass shit that was fucking done. So you do it to her, you do it the fuck to me. Hey, Rick. Like, that's corny. And now you're still sitting over there and playing the whole. And this idea that irritated me with you as being a fucking woman. Knowing the fuck what goes on as being a fucking mother yourself, knowing how this shit get down on here, how shit when motherfuckers travel and motherfuckers will make shit, build narratives like what you have been doing on that channel for how fucking long, because you still running with the fucking lie of saying that I said that I accused him of being on flag under Kimmy Nasty. He was like, still under Kimmy fucking name. You a lying little fat nasty ass bitch. I don't fucking like you. You sneaky, the ass, and you sit over there and all you fucking do is hate on the fucking B sector. They so fucking dumb. They so non-intelligent. No, you a dumb, non-intelligent, ignorant ass motherfucker, pick me ass bitch that want us to be the fuck over there. You want us to be the fuck over here. And you mad because you don't get a lot of B sector fucking support. You waggity bitch.
That came from the soul, honey.
Motherfucking nice and very motherfucking patient. You're arrogant, you're condescending, and you feel entitled. And you're obsessive.
Dang. Baby.
Yeah, I know, I was just listening to it. No, bitch, you know the fucking lie. But you wanna, what I noticed is that you play the victim a lot on that fucking channel. Everybody the fuck wrong. You probably be like us over here. Dumb bitches all types of fucking shit. Baby stupid, we can't comprehend. But speaking is just that everything you say is actually you. You display that behavior. Stop playing with me. Miss Queen Diva. No, it's fucking you. You're really upset that you're not accepted in the sector like that. They straight the fuck through you. Straight through you. But that bullshit. Every live you do is complaining about our sector. People in our sector. That you do. You're complaining, you're condemning the people, the fuck over here, because you ain't no fucking problem in our fucking crowds.
Would you rather spend 4 years studying or 7.5 months working toward
Shame and offense. Shame and offense. Let's go, motherfucker.
Everything is bodies falling nothing. The girl got it all. Chill. Nobody gets killed in the face. Before helmet and triumph. Not to me. Don't fight, they kill. Buddies, girlies, rubbing up and stuff smooth. So someone holding over. They fall before I was flying, just like a shot star dying. And y'all trying to get in my pussy and buying that. When somebody killed them one day, that's what they vowed. No one was ever coming up like. And so, the game is with now the battle of the guns. So, like the yes. And it's just me, her, and she feel like a tank that beats down with our hands and back slamming. Let's go, motherfucker. Numb it. Jeez, motherfucker. So, time to set the score. Another tumble. What time is over, boy? This is me and you would hit the head. Let's go. Stop to stand up, because it all comes down to you face to face, head to head, heart to heart. Just say, so say good night, Joe. Stop that shit, man. Get serious, go for broke. It's full, it's go, fuck you all in all. It's all mixed in a boy. Wash the rest of us. My good shot, and be sure rock in me. Keep on, keep to your mode. Drop one. Go to the I'm sorry. Follow. Yeah. Black women, so scum. From off the go, no, I come. Young, dumb, tongue down, thank you, dumb. From your memory, what was one of those moments that you witnessed that was real amazing for your soul? In 1988, the Dope Jam tour. Here it is, San Antonio, Texas. Now, who was on the bill of the Dope Jam tour was Eric B. Rakim, Dougie Fresh, COME2, Boogie Down Production, Rest in Peace Bismarck D, and Ice-T. We hit 53 cities, May to August. At that time, remember, it was a rivalry between LL and COME2. Absolutely. We had no idea who we was going to run into in the hotel. LL Cool J. During the time when Mo G got on stage and performed, LL actually walked on the stage during the middle of his show. And people in praise went nuts. And he walked off, and then he addressed, he said, don't you ever come on my stage again. And that's when he did the diss record tune called Let's Go. If you have a bang in a scandal, y'all, let's get it. Yeah. Narcissist. Oops. Yo, can I hear this record by Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock? Man, you sure you want to hear this, man? You sure about that, man? All right. It takes two to make a thing go right. It takes two to make it out of sight. Some things to get down. I'm not into that soon, no. About the microphone because I get stupid. What's up, man? What's the story with that dairy thing? I'm not gonna make it to the promotion. I'm not gonna make it to the promotion. You know, the dairy in Connecticut, they're very big in the law. So, come on. I'm so spotty. By the way, still, I'm not trying to hear all that. Yo, check this out here.
The jiggling baby. The jiggling baby. The jiggling baby. The jiggling baby.
Ow. Jump, it's all recorded by the song. I spread things to build the music, but I slammed on books to make it like it does. And it is easy to make it phony seed. And put them in a bucket like a chicken feed. Check out the not Twitter. And I'm a you and that's a really so absurd. Terrible plan. That is so the admirable man. Prominent. Boy in a real. Another brother's man, Twitter, you feel. So. I got the instinct. They probably don't put your booty in the plate. Play it into a volleyball. We make single love.
The jiggling baby. The jiggling baby. The jiggling baby. The jiggling baby.
Oh my God. Stand back and deep. We were back. I was feeling it every I'm talking about trying to bring it outside. Now I'm you want to keep it watch. The real funny. You got to keep yours, but I know why. We ain't had a before.
Let's go, you motherfuckers. Baby, the beef sector is banging. And leave all these other sectors hanging, honey.
The jiggling baby. The jiggling baby. The jiggling baby. Yes, your nuts are jiggling, baby. The jiggling baby. The jiggling baby. The jiggling baby.
Listen to the microphone like you put it on. I try to run it down back. I can't get over that. It's all that you was saying. I'm out of my own point, guess I'm free with a handgun. I'm LL. Don't understand, son. I'm a legend. On top of that, I'm living. Now you look pretty like the promise given.
Look, the business dictate the loyalty. Bottom line. Boys here is Rico. Salute to the business community. Hit the like button.
Rico. Shame and a scandal, honey. A shame and a scandal. Let's go, y'all.
For in federal prison. Kelly, so you should remember back in the good old days. Well, I guess nothing will be good about this time. Is that Sparkle's niece, who was known as a Jane Doe, there was a video that kind of hit the internet. Well, not the internet, it hit the like.
She's a fake Sparkle. I'm the one and only. And yes, she was. Yeah. Menage a trois, threesomes and all. Anyway, just like Drea Kelly. Excuse me, I mean Drea, whatever the hell she going by these days.
But once I went for their funerals, they shot the video, so had to literally go in a limo. They drove around the block. Well, she watched this video of Kelly and sexual relations giving a golden shower to an underage girl. So all the PDF file stuff started coming out of his head. Okay, back in the day, I guess because it was the 90s and yeah, you do, and you know, the media and all that stuff. It's, look, and the tendencies. And it was just crazy.
First of all, let me not speak too much. I will say this. A lot of that stuff was hyped. Okay? A lot of it was hyped. And I'm gonna leave that alone with the Aaliyah thing, because let's go.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Obviously, these fucking assholes on the interviews and shit. You know, they taking psych meds and being crackheads and all kind of shit. What's the team motherfucking just pissed off? Boom, baboon X. What's the team just pissed off? Baboon X. What's the motherfucking team? Oh, y'all didn't dox you because I don't want to see your fuck ass name, bitch. What's the T, bitch? What's the T? You hated on Lucy. Okay? You didn't want Blakey to do the interview, bitch. I didn't want Blakey to do the fucking interview. What's the problem? Hey, Damon. Would you stop this interview directly? Would you stop the interview with Lucy, motherfucker? See? See? It's just like, oh, experience, United States. And you now. So now, why these haters gonna hate on black? You can't let the black guy's stories and his story be great. Damn pissed up. But you didn't want Blakey to start telling. If you didn't want Blakey to start telling. If you didn't want Blakey to start telling this stuff. If you don't want Blakey to start telling this stuff. Like her, she's saying, shout out to Kelly. You know, the top is the thing. Innocent. These streets. You know, when haters, $100 haters, got $100 haters, we got protein haters, no motherfucking flourish haters. Come on, girl. Small cases haters, no motherfucking lawyer experience haters. Got all kind of haters right around this motherfucker. You know what areas haters? It's free. A fucking free good. It's free. Oh, that's the SW. What's going on with SW? Why you mad, bitch?
You have to admit that nothing was quite the same after New York re-entered the House of Flame. Let's take a look. Wow, girl, New York. Yeah, I've been playing tricks, man. This is Matt Love right here. Our goal is to get these women to what's those? You women downstairs. Oh, yeah. But wow, this is not a silk kitchen. Let's straighten that neck up and act like we're taking a photo shoot. Give it up, delicious. You look like a man. You need a manicure. You need a bra. It was scurry. She's bloody. And really, really gutter butt about this. Well, I will tell you. He's definitely intimidated. Her back is against the wall and she's scared. Delicious well. Mustache, that delicious rock is definitely big place. I'm disgusted by that. I don't like her saying hi and her mustache has to go. And mustache, delicious mom. He is an innovator. I never knew in a million years that a human can sprout plastic. Delicious. She knows how she take heed and she had to take correction, and she did. And this will be the first chance the girls have had to meet with New York in over 4 months, so I'm sure there's a lot of catching up to do. Everybody, please welcome New York.
Yeah.
You go and show up here, but you almost hit me, and I didn't do nothing to you. So whatever songs you got, baby, still respect me because I've been nice to you the whole time I've been here. So yeah, New York. I know you're here, and I know you have a lot to say. But to make it fair, I'm just gonna give each person a chance to say what they have to say and try to do it in the most peaceful way as possible. Okay? So we're gonna start with Boots, who said she had something to say. I'm gonna give you a chance to say. And I wish you would have that. I really want to know that because I want to see him do it. And I think Boots. You have to what? I want to give you a chance to address what Pete said. Give you a chance to talk. Fabulous. Look fabulous. Oh, what's going on, Boots? What's it, Boots? Sometimes I don't even remember you. You just want to see you show it. You know, what's your hair? Wait.
Not I love it.
Do you like it? Yeah. Do you want it?
Hey, Patty. Oh, La Diva is everywhere. Shout out to my baby La Diva Productions. Oh, what's up, y'all? Child, it's a shame and a scandal. Happy Sunday, everybody. So we found out now. Shout out to love. Happy birthday, One Love for you. Make sure y'all go to YouTube and put expose facts to the number U. Okay. And give my girl a happy birthday. Happy birthday, all aquariums versus Pisces. Who does it best? Aquariums versus Pisces. Who does it best? This is the season of the water. You know, the water can bring cleansing and clarification. So all the things that you're worrying about, all the things that you're questioning, all the things that you're and congratulations, Patty. I love you, girl. You have an angel. Shout out to my nephew. Rest in paradise. You have an angel on your shoulder and God is on your back. And honey, if God be for you, who can be against you? If angels are surrounding you, period. Okay, shout out to One Love you as well. And it's interesting. I'm meeting a lot of people, you know, that have turned situations into triumphs. I really am, and it's amazing. Shout out to my sister Patty O. Shout out to my sister One Love. Hmm. Happy birthday. And love to everybody. She's going to Olive Garden, everyone. Okay, I love that feta. I think it's the linguine with the clam sauce. I believe that's what I like. I forgot, child. But yes. Hmm. Yes. Happy birthday, Rafael. Rafael Rodriguez. Honey, say that 5 times fast. I told you I can't out me. And white man, whoever you is, oh, that news freak trying to out me. You can't, okay? So stop because we can go all night, all day, next week, next month, next year. Okay? Period. Then I can dance. Go tomorrow, go to the
DJ Smoothie, DJ the real CJ, and DJ Sweet Music. Okay. Moving on to two special performances by Trey Spencer and Mark Brown. Now the evenings will be hosted by the Voice of All Cities in Boat. So it's not too late to get your tickets. It's not too late for bottle service. At midnight. It's not too late to book that telly. All right. So
Book your telly. Book that telly, aquariums, and Pisces get in your belly. I think we in, what is that? That's still Aquarius, right? Let me see. DJ Dora P is the 22nd. I think do she start Pisces? Do Pisces start on the 22nd? Do they, it's like the 21st? Let me see, because one of my sisters is a Scorpio. She's November 21st. I think the 21st ends, and then I got another Teresa. Hers is May 21st. So that's a Gemini. So I think the Taurus ends May 20th, right, Patty? I'm not sure. But I think all of them end like the 21st, the 21st, because then I got a sister, Mika, who's the 20th of April. Ooh, let me see. No, wait a minute. The 20, because she's a mixed Aries and a Taurus. Oh, child. A lot going on. A lot of earth and things going on. Earth, very Mother Earthy. Hmm. With a tinge of, okay. Because, baby, it's a shame and a scandal, honey. It is a shame and a scandal. Mm-mm-mm. But yes, we will be stepping out in the gala, honey, and I will be lighting these streets up. Hmm. So Reed versus Saida and Shakim. Baby, it is a shame and a scandal in the streets. Shout out to Diva, Black Sector. She got her bunnies. I think I did a thing. I think she did the gender reveal she will be doing. Um and it's a lot going on, okay? Periods. Period. Let's go. Oh, oh. All right. So the boys are squatting up. The girls are squatting up. And it is what it is, honey. The boys are squatting up from the black and the beef. The girls are squatting up from the black and the beef. I told y'all these people been getting down for years. Okay? And it ain't stopping no damn time soon. Let's get into it.
Because you got to lose your teeth from that face.
Everybody fighting this.
When I said that, you don't still go ahead and get your plane ticket. Get your plane ticket right now. Hey, you gangster. You trying to get that money.
Oh, get the money on it. A gangster. Yeah. Them Blaine is a gangster. And Jay Buffin is a gangster. Let's go, bitch. Everybody fighting in this motherfucker. Do you understand what I said, bitch? They don't give a damn if they 9 to 90, they fighting, bitch. Let's get it on, ho.
Somebody just Wilson had a successful event.
Oh.
Something like this time can we say project. At the same time, he said we charge $40 for y'all to come and y'all ate
That's $30, honey. That's 30. Don't do it. 30. Okay.
it's $2, right? Mm-hmm. How much activity for them to go to? How much establishment for you? That's good. So it's just like
The people that want that, the people that want that, and they want to get black people to do it. Because you got like that on the path. Because we can say the top thing is the human sector. Take your interior, now. Nah, that is super well. Girl, that is super well. Ma'am, I gotta be mad at you. Why don't you mad at you, that? I said, no, why I got to be mad at you, though? Oh, okay, why you have to be elevating your voice as you know deal with this. You can't do these lots of women. Can't deal with that. I'm so loud. I'm so loud. I can't deal with her. You know, let's go to college. You know, she don't have no power to training. Lord, don't you cross the line, okay. Oh, Lord, okay. Okay, you guys out to Canada. Come on, Bobby. Trying to start up the people. The man up here. The man up here. The man up here. The man up here. The man up here.
Oh. Let's get it on, bitch. Everybody fighting in this motherfucker. They don't give a damn. They walk a wheelchair or whatever the fuck else. They get it on. Yes. Eh? That's a lot going on. Oh, shit. Oh. In all senses. Oh. There will be no more horses tonight. Oh, we chess these girls. We playing chess today? Dang. Next move. Yeah, man. I'm violence. And it ain't no silence, bitch. Brooklyn, stand up, motherfucker. Hey,
immature conversations, being bitchy and catty. Look, Claudia, you want to be the it girl, but you ain't got. You got an eye, but you are definitely missing the tick food. What's wrong with you? Oh, you have your friend. Why we not moms? Just make me stop, please. Please, just making sure you can think on your own. Because I know you have somebody that's to getting you together. Telling you what to drink. Yeah. Thanks for the drink, by the way, Nene. Yeah. From the woman that is the puppet master. Puppet master? Yeah. Just because I'm being quiet don't mean that I don't want that fire up inside of me to get you all the way together. Bitch, I ain't no puppet. I'm about to find it. I'm a puppet master on these jobs, though. You been paying what job doing like a cancer? The shit didn't get cancer, though. You wish you had my head in the back, darling. You wish you had
What you got in your backyard?
You know you got back rusty, girl. Never been arrested. I was arrested in my 20s when I was in college. But you went to college. I'm very confident. And you didn't know that? I can't tell. That was me. Your ass is not starting, honey. Let's go back to talk about being a stripper. I was a stripper and I liked it. What was that at? That was 20 years ago. Look at myself. I'm in my 40s. That's I thought you I am. This is like 20 years ago. 20 years ago, girl. When you don't you an edges.
Huh?
Yeah, God. Claudia is reading cooking on funny. Okay, girl, bye. Bye. Because I know you need to have point. You thought it was me. I didn't thought it was you. You You've been struggling. I've been struggling, right? Okay. I'm so ready. I'm so ready. It's the toast to buy. I'm toast to buy. Top ramen noodles that's like uncooked. Why did you get my class? You pussy.
Yeah.
You can have a new pussy.
You can Hollywood. They don't want that out there. Challenge. They have kids down at home to take care of my child. I ain't flying on all these. Incident because she's in her mother's room. Defeated. Yes, it's defeated. But I need her to bear witness to this roasting. So, the Queen's Court, your generation. Yeah, we went to the Queen's Court so you can bear witness to the reading that I'm going to put on you. So that's for the goodness. Now we're going to go to Reginald Brown. Yeah. Reginald, now I'm supposed to read too. So, but she cares her. And they could find her to do it. I don't know who's the mother or who's the. But I know this. Your man, they teach you no respect on that. That's one thing that I know, because there's one thing you need to know is don't you ever, in your 19 years of living, try to get into a ring with a professional ring. And that's where you fucked up. And your man should have told you to see they ain't talk to you nothing. Your mother or your grandmother ain't talk to you nothing, because they should have warned you about coming into this street with all these 16, 18 wheelers that's going 100. You boom and fucking. You got to know what you're dealing with. You're supposed to defend your mother. That's your mother. You're supposed to protect and defend your mother, because no nigga has ever done. You have been her husband, friend. You have been everything to her since she was a little girl, including her bread and her meal. Okay? Her back and can you remember Rain? I'm just saying, Reginald has always been the adult. And she's running around the house with a bunch of junkies and purple lips purple and tongue, and purple as a pit bull, all that weed and booze and heroin and just smoke around it. She has always been the breadwinner. So, look, I'm still trying to protect her mother. Understand what you mean that she's always been the breadwinner. Can you please elaborate on it? She's always been Reginald's changes. Reginald, your daddy. Reginald, your daddy. He was conceived when her mom was 14. Never did. Her mama grew up in the front house, 14, So she's always been the leader of the talk, the leader. Yeah, because she's the only one that wasn't high. I think she was talking to her mom. You can look at her lips black as they used to tell her. Nobody that needs to have their lips black as a big book. But I'm just saying, so I'm going to let you defend and protect your mother. You understand what I'm saying? But you need to be working, mom. Because they stop you 18 and we already know that baby got your daddy's money off.
My neck, my neck. Yeah, he got some cool records though. He did me dirty one. He did us all dirty one time. Like how the girls, my neck, my back. We hanging out in the hotel. He called the cops on us. Like yo, them making too much noise. They go there. My neck and my back. What? Get my back, man. Like how my neck and my back. You know, God, call the cops. He called the cops on us. Well, we was in Phoenix, Arizona. He found all of us talking the whole way, and it was like, yo, the girl was like, my neck was. You saw what's on us? I ain't gonna say that because that's roasted. She could roast. That could roast. You love her because she could roast. You I don't want no smoke. Or that joke. Your fat no. You finna get roasted this morning, Dad. Going to Fat Joey bag of donuts. You mildew smelling. No. People been sending in a lot of shit. You been out there talking about the queen. And you was gonna get it, bitch. You know you had when you did something to the soul. I knew it and then told this story, but since you want to tell it, let me tell a version that need to be told. You ain't want to hear it. No. I rolled at the hotel trying to get my beauty rest. Said, yeah, I secured my bag and took my back to my hotel suite to lay down to go to sleep. Okay, we all artists after still sharing the same hotel, but not sharing the same thing. Okay, we stay on the same hotel floor, so that's all we had to do. And what it stinking, okay, spoiled pig looking along with the rest of your crew being demonic freaks. You, yeah, well, the Diddy ain't the first and won't be the last freakers on it. It started with you. Okay, being demonic freaks and mutants. You know, got a hall full of underage sluts ready to okay, waiting outside your hotel room door ready and waiting to get drugged and down. So you can watch your homeboy, so you can look at the booty hole, but you're long enough to reach your right. I open my door like, what's going on up here on this floor? I'm trying to get my beauty. What's going on? It is always something that's popping on dicks in the hall, death in the hall. Okay. You're watching your homeboys and let you tell your crew and your other fellow rappers that freakers on you. At 4 o'clock in the morning, on my floor. Yeah, go that's why your family got all kinds of claims and the suing a bunch of lawsuits and sexual assault suits and rape lawsuits. Now you want to tell the police on you. You should go to one. You ran terror squad on terrorizing hoodlums and young old like one. That's good and you're still doing it now. I know it's yeah, boy, you a nasty and you was doing it, you did it, and that's why they suing you and persecuting you. You innocent. The police on you. I was trying to see them that we gonna just tell the truth. And all right, I thought the popo hole and I do it again, running around here in these streets with cities along the these fucking on them. Just fly. Whatever issues are, we can't just together and just it's so the best thing is keep communication open and just wait to see you in the for walking with them and to solve things that you say at length, literally question it actually made me question what she was doing. And she never did that. And then what did you do? She was like, anything.
And it's about to go. But I'm really not to go because I want to be cool in the sense of this and accept you from really. And I know that the things that she said is some stuff that she just said something. Stand when it comes to someone that I love and respect, I have an issue with it. Well, that's what it is. Put on it. And so I want something for the good. We didn't talk about what you want to do. I'm not to me, this is a big one. One of the things I remember being posted today, and it was clear and it was nothing that I could do to diffuse the situation because she's projects. If I do, Google people to wildflowers.org. You'll come to a page. And let me explain something else to you. Living to wildflowers does not have for one seed status because you have to get that. Forward. And work it out. Trying to be neutral about a lot of things because I don't want to be bitter stuff. But I'm not going to allow someone to put their hands on me. Especially when I'm trying to get my point across. If you had the floor, you said what you had to say, but you're not giving anybody else the opportunity to talk, you're being disrespectful. Let the lady finish. Okay. She did not commit. You don't finish. I can't say it. Female. Okay, you didn't get to, but just want to let you know. She wants to say something. She wants to say something. If I didn't want to say it, but you know, I want to get what she got to do. Listen. I'm not, but then I look at you like that. We can never sit down to think. Freaking blowing up the making a scene, making it messy, and then you do to children. Yes. Things to six.
Sure. Said I'm at 1,000, bitch.
We don't make because you got to lose your key trying to act crazy.
Faith file.
You know, everyone as far as selling you, you know, and their word had gone back to me that he began to decline, you know, began to decline. Now comes the part that y'all probably asking, and y'all probably the reason why y'all even clicked on the video in the first place. Just to be honest with y'all. Yes, he died of yes, his close friends and family. He respected him and respected his wishes. And didn't share that with the world. I've gotten a call or two about being in a little documentary, being interviewed about Fred. Why? Why? I didn't want to be asked those questions. And I didn't want to have to lie. Yes, he was HIV positive. I didn't know that the entire time. And this is how it went down. And the point during our friendship, old Westbury. And I went out there that day was taking it. This story is pretty crazy, right?
Got a pile of clothes you never wear anymore? Turn them into cash with Vintage. Snap a photo, list your item. Easy. Once it sells, the buyer covers shipping. And we went home. But during that time, that's when Craig had been talking or speaking with Death. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm absolutely sure, positive that he knew that would upset him. But I believe in Craig's state of mind, he was upset. So he probably did not really give a care if Puff was going to be upset about it or not. He's looking at survival. He has a family. He has bills, and he needed money coming in. And Suge was looking at him. So you're gonna go where the money. Everybody got to eat. He was in Vegas on Podcast, right? Yeah, he was in Vegas on because he was going to be performing at a nightclub out there. I believe it might have been a club that Suge owned. And he was out there. I guess between the time that the fight ended and them going to the club, that's roughly the time that Pac unfortunately got shot.
And based on the track on it, you know what I'm saying? First of all, I'd like to thank God. Second of all, I'd like to thank my whole side, your whole family, on both sides. You know what I'm saying? Like to tell Tupac, keep his guards up, ride with him. What I'm saying, like to say, any artist out there want to be an artist, or want to stay a star, don't want to have to worry about the executive producer trying to be on the video, record. Yeah, come to death row.
Shame and a scandal, honey.
Anyone all in the video. Yeah. The East Coast don't love that straight Snoop Dogg. East Coast ain't got no love for that straight Snoop Dogg. And just y'all don't love us. Y'all don't love us. I think that the producer of that condo say that check this out. Pod County, for other people make films, would like to say that I'm very proud of Dr. Dre, of Death Row, and to for their accomplishment. And all the streets and west that need to stop.
They need to stop, huh, bitch? Yeah, need to stop, right? Yeah, I bet it did, bitch, but you ain't did a motherfucking thing to stop it. With your flow ass. What the fuck you did to stop it? With your flow ass. Nathan. Nathaniel. Let's get into it, bitch. Please.
That you have to complain before people believe it, even though Monique told us already. Oh, Lady LaBeija coming up here. All right, let me go ahead and put it on up here. I just think it's sad that Monique had to go through all of this, and then I like Taraji P. Henson, but people like Taraji, and I believe Taraji. And I am tired of people saying that Black women shouldn't get paid. When I listen to your story, you say dirt poor. Yes. Bathroom outside. Yes. It was, we had to make it work however we can make it work. Correct. And then you get that first big check. Yes. And you think the people that gave it to you was awesome because they gave it to you. And it's more money than you've ever seen before until you find out this ain't the right movie. This ain't the right amount. Wait a minute. If they got this, why am I getting this? Then you start putting the pieces together and you start saying, it's not right and I'm going to speak about it. See, when I saw Taraji broken on those platforms, it was painful to watch.
However, Taraji and I had a conversation over a decade ago. Yes. In my trailer. And I was doing the Monique show. And she said, you know, you got to keep on getting it until your turn comes. And I said, Taraji, most of us die before our turn comes. We got to ask for it right now. Now, I understand that because there was a time I felt the same way. Exactly. Because that's what I was told. You just keep going. We'll get them the next time. We'll get them the next time. We'll get them the next time. And the next time never comes. And then you see our sister broken, sitting on those platforms. Now, when I said it, why did they get the traction when you said it? That when he said it, now all of a sudden everybody is coming, and I don't have a problem. I'm glad. Yes. But if you said this a decade ago, and I remember you saying it over a decade ago, why didn't it get the traction? Why didn't it get the support? Why wasn't it propped up when Monique said it? I think there's a few reasons why. Number one, it was the messenger. I should just be grateful I got invited to the party. You a big, fat, black woman. How dare you be the one? And then on top of that, you're saying names. You're saying Oprah's name out loud. You're saying Tyler's name out loud. You're saying Lee's name out loud. You're saying it out loud. That's not what we do. We say they. We say the people. We say the studio. We say the producers. How dare you actually say our heroes' names? Okay, low warning. Now can it's time for us to go. It's such good people. Dude, talk with it, but Feeling is coming with it. Feeling is coming with us. No, you low down. No, the top didn't get away from you. And then you look dead and be welcome that I need. Boy, you like to be having been your boy money from me. So, God, you never travel. No, no, I do know. So, you go I was not. You was, you was. Yeah, hell. Because your daddy ain't nothing but the dead. What? Yeah. You want to see about much. You find anything? Did I? Not even a star kind of matter. Nothing. You want to fix it. I can use my bad knowledge. What? Okay. Oh, no. 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 Oh.
How did you plot and plan to go from this really brilliant imagination that Celie has to that becoming the dominant way that we understand the story?
First, thank you all for being here.
Let me say this. Some things shouldn't be touched. Because, first of all, it wasn't to be touched in the first place. Okay? And I'm going to leave it there. Hmm.
So with those words, I go deep with those words, every period, every comma. Like that's what I love to live as an actress. I feel like the Jersey.
Hey, they always going on over the cup.
Children are so clean. You my man? Hell no. What did you say? Hell no. What did you say? Get the punk that cruise in my back. Damn. What did you say to Miss Billy? I said, hell. Nothing to yourself, then. Donna. That's it? Wait 3 years and everything will be fine? No. No. I feel lost in that really. Well, a black next man marries you.
Horrible. Horrible, honey.
You're young. When I was in school, you could take my whole country.
Liz Boy Jackson, do you want to tell the people, whore, since you over there holding your fat mayonnaise ass daddy, Bernard? Do you want to tell the people about your daddy and Portia's grandfather, Hosea's little rivalry? Maybe better yet, ask your mama. Ask your mama why there was a rivalry, bitch. Hmm. Don't play with me, ho. I done told you leave me the fuck alone. Anyway, let's get into it. Since you want to bring up waiting to ask your mama, bitch.
going to another one of these growing up here. Yes. Would you be believe the what? If you know, you know, the What the hell is this supposed to be? This is a test of the emergency broadcast system. This is only a test. You can have the house that you know I'll take care of that. Wait a minute. If you were 11 years of my life and you're telling me that you're leaving me for a white woman, it'd be better if you were black. No, it'd be better if you were black. What's my name?
If you were black. Go honey bee. Squash.
Everything and then maybe we could pay you all back. I felt that Terry and Miles.
Go honey bee.
Sent you to bail Lem out of jail too. Now come on, Terry. Lem doesn't have anything to do with this, okay? How we can pay for Mama's bills is by selling the big house. What? We're not selling the house. Mama and Daddy saved their whole life for that house, Terry. We can't even agree on anything as small as Sunday dinners. Nobody's paying for the taxes or the utilities except me. And now we can finally put Uncle Pete in a home like we've been talking about for years. I'm not putting Uncle Pete in a home. Mama would kill us. I'm selling the house. You're not selling it. I am the guardian of her estate. That means I make the decisions. Oh, listen to what you're saying. Mama worked hard to keep that house in the family for everyone. For you, for your family. The family. I was the family in my house. You know what? The family fucked my husband.
No.
Yeah, they fucked my husband. So what are you gonna say, huh? Harry, what? Talk about little message to somebody you had on that had some very negative comments with me about me. Because she was so fixed on, I'm not going to mention his name, but
Child, you know it's a shame when the fucking judges is fighting. God damn. Everybody fighting in this bitch. They don't give a damn who the fuck you is. Let's get it on, bitch.
here's the message. Jefferson Street
Oh.
Comedy Club, Sweet 16, 10K brown bag.
Mm.
I know who delivered it and who was delivered. Witness that had, shall we say, on my payroll for a long time. Be careful, that might come to light. You won't like it. So that's 10K, Sweet 16, Jefferson Street, green paper bag. He'll know what it means. So shut the hell up, fool. We know you are moist. And then your name, and somebody in your family says it's okay, but they haven't heard of Leviticus 2013 and what that says. So
Now, if that's not homophobic, I don't know what the fuck is. Now, first of all, Judge Joe Clown is talking about Judge Greg Mathis. Bitch, first of all, there was homosexuality in the fucking Bible. So what's the goddamn tea, bitch? Predators, murderers, sluts, whores, and all kind of shit. So what's the motherfucking tea?
Hey guys, it's your girl T, and once again, our favorite auntie is making national news. Bobby Brown's sister and Bobby Christina's auntie. She is back talking to Inside Edition. As you guys all know, a month ago, I had did the video about Bobby Christina's funeral and how Leola Brown interrupted the funeral. She was really mad at Pat Houston and said that Whitney Houston and Bobby Christina would not Pat Houston from the grave. So now Leola is finally sitting down and talking to Inside Edition about her outburst and everything that went down at the funeral. I want you guys to go ahead and check out these 2 clips, and I'm gonna come back with the rest of my commentary.
I believe that somebody killed my niece, just like they killed her mother.
Bobby Christina Brown's aunt Leola Brown is claiming in an Inside Edition exclusive that she thinks her niece was murdered.
Nick murdered Bobby Christina. When Nick gets arrested, everything will fall like dominoes.
Nick Gordon has never been arrested or charged in connection with Bobby Christina's death, and he has denied any wrongdoing. Bobby was found unresponsive in a bathtub last January and was taken off life support on July 26th.
I believe that there are several people that wanted Bobby Christina dead, but I think the purpose of her death was to gain full access to Whitney Houston's estate.
Watch Inside Edition to see what Leola says happened in the days before Bobby's death.
See, something is wrong here. Something is very wrong here.
Moment that shocked the nation.
It's not over. It has just begun.
It happened at the funeral for Whitney Houston's only daughter, Bobby Christina Brown, affectionately called Chrissy by her family. And this is her aunt, marching right over to reporters. What followed was a verbal tirade that was, in a word, jaw-dropping.
I have information. I have evidence. It's not over. It's not over. I'll be doing interviews and I'll be speaking out.
But that was all she had to say until now. In this Inside Edition exclusive, Leola Brown, the older sister of Whitney's ex-husband, singer Bobby Brown, is revealing what led to her outburst.
Chrissy was surrounded by people who cared nothing for her. They didn't care about her. It's like they didn't care about Whitney.
It was widely reported that Leola was thrown out of the service after she launched a verbal attack at Pat Houston, Whitney's sister-in-law, who planned the funeral.
There were these reports that Tyler Perry threw you out of the church. Are those reports true?
Not at all.
What happened?
I got up, and when I saw Pat making her way to the podium to speak, I turned and I looked at Pat and I said, Pat, this is wrong. You know you're wrong for this. Whitney will haunt you from the grave.
What was wrong that was going on that you would say that Whitney would haunt you from the grave?
The whole setup of the funeral was just not right to me. Chrissy has a lot of nephews. None of them were on the program to be the pallbearers. I walked out a little early because I couldn't sit there no longer.
After the funeral, friends and family members took a party bus to Pat Houston's home outside Atlanta. They chanted Bobby Christina's name when they arrived for what was reportedly a Sweet 16 themed party, something Pat Houston planned because Bobby Christina never had a Sweet 16 of her own.
What did you think of a Sweet 16 themed funeral?
Of course, it's bizarre. It's crazy. That is the most, at this time, you want to do a 16, Sweet 16? Doesn't make sense to me. You know, precious life was taken. And you have a big tour bus? Party bus? In front of your house?
Everybody okay?
For 5 months, Bobby Christina was on life support. The nation wondered what was going on.
You walk into her hospital room, and what did you see?
I looked at Bobby Chris, and she was just lying there. The machine was breathing for her, and she was just lying there, helpless. I walked in there in shock, like, what happened?
Then came published reports that an unidentified family member had taken a photo of Bobby Christina as she lay dying and sold it to a tabloid magazine.
Did you take that photograph?
Hell no.
Like the rest of us, Leola Brown can't get over how Whitney Houston's life came to such an end. Now Whitney's only child is gone too.
At some point, we have to wake up and realize that this thing is just too close. Who tell me what? Mother, daughter. Both in bathtubs.
All right, so you guys just watch those clips.
Vehicle. I'm going to waste no time. I'm going to get right to it. Leola Brown is Bobby Christina's aunt. There's been all this controversy over this picture that was taken and it being trying to be shopped to the media. Leola Brown is on the line with us right now. She says she heard the first round report. She wants to talk about what's going on. And without any further ado, I'll let her go ahead with that. Good morning.
Hey, Ryan, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm glad you called.
Actually, was driving and I heard you all on the radio talking about that picture.
Yes, ma'am.
And I just wanted to set the record straight because basically, you know, the truth is not really out there like it's supposed to be.
Well, I want you to tell us the truth because we're really trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
So what's going on?
Okay. The fact of the matter is that picture, you want to put that picture when Christina was in the hospital, not hospital.
Okay.
Hospital right now.
Right.
And most of the family members having visited her from the beginning. I personally never seen Chrissy on that grade.
Okay.
Let me say that.
Right.
But Bobby was present, and it went down. And we're going to get to the bottom of it. And it was not a Brown that took that picture. It was not a Brown, and the picture was not taken while Chrissy is laying in a hospital. That needs to be said because the whole thing about the Brown being bothered. So it's not the Browns being bothered. It's about the Browns live here in Atlanta.
Right.
Here in Atlanta. They're not up at the hospital anyway. We decided not to have anybody come back up there. You know, while this is going on. We are going to take all of that. But let me say this, because I want to speak out because I'm tired. I'm really tired of people talking about the Browns. First of all, Betty Christina does not work. Betty Christina, okay? This is what she has communicated to her father. Because she's not comfortable. It's the last fact that Pat Houston is late at odds by Whitney and Christina. And I'm going to speak about this later. You know, this has nothing to do with what is going on right now. You know, what the conversation is you and I have. Right. I'm going to speak on this later because I'm not about this Brown Houston thing.
Okay, so is there a problem between the Browns and the Houstons?
Now, let me say this. Let me say this because I'm not in love with anybody. My niece is laying in hospice right now, dying. So I'm about speaking the truth. I'm not going to bite my tongue.
Right.
The matter is, I'm upset, Brian. I'm really upset because what the world does not know is when you start talking Bobby Christina, and I'm not going to listen to the names right now, but the family members that crowd that called the detective to give them information. These are Chrissy's cousins on the Houston side. That called the detective to give them information on information that Chrissy said the days before.
Right.
Okay? And they got certain people in the Houston family. One, Joey, another, and Don. How do you, now, you figure this out for yourself. I'm going to say this and I'm going to leave it alone. Your daughter gets found in a bathtub, right?
Right.
And your nieces and nephews, your nieces and nephews tried to call the detective and tell them what you made for them. They be sick. So you, and I'm not speaking of you, that you did. Right. You or your nephew or your son, or your daughter. Matter of fact, you'll tell your daughter and tell them, shut up. Don't talk to no detective. Which side are you on? Which side are you on? Houston, talking about sexual people. Yeah, she had been taking care of. She didn't do what she did. Come on now, come on. Let's the truth out there. Let's the truth out there.
Viola, who would say something like that? Like taking care of like getting money?
And you this. This is the truth, Ryan. This is not who I am. I don't have to sit up and lie on nobody. But these are the things that are going to come later. Okay?
Okay.
And that's why I'm so angry. I'm so angry because my niece is where she is. Because of money. Okay, because of greed. She ain't got nothing to do with it, girl. Ain't no way I'll never ask her my niece for nothing. She don't do that. Because she doesn't say anything. I was thinking about even she made Facebook people can talk about how did her for money. She touch that. How did her for money in the beginning. Her mother died. The reality show and exploited her. So damn now that Chrissy should have been sitting there trying to deal with her mother's death. It's better than that.
Well, not too Gregory. No, behind me and dying. Lady LaBeija came coming up here. All right, let me go ahead and put it on up here. I just think it's sad that Monique had to go through all of this, and then I like Taraji P. Henson, but people like Taraji, and I believe Taraji.
If you think you deserve all these people deserve it, talk to me. You're not speaking from the damn camera. You have a mind. Do you think she deserved it? You know she deserved it. All up in the truth do it too. No, she was terrible. And her explanation for why she wanted the money to put it in the bank. She's not me. But friends, it's only publicity and it's bad publicity. For Holland, all the rest of them, they're not one of the uglier people of the world. And next time she should drop her outfit on the cleaners before she wears it on stage. You gotta get back to Philadelphia because she's one of them. Here's our fourth runner-up, Miss Alfonso from Chicago. Let's hear it for, ladies and gentlemen. Our third runner-up in the 1967 Nationals from Manhattan, Miss Crystal, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the third runner-up in the 1967 Nationals. Okay, now we're down to the real nitty-gritty. And here are our three finalists. Come on, kids. Come on up here to the front of the stage and let the audience have a good look at you. Mister, where are you going? This is not the time to show temperament. Get back here and stay with the other finalists. Oh, no, you've got to expect more.
Well, not Dick Gregory, not Bahamian Diane, not Steve rather P. Henson. And you know, it's unfortunate that she has to complain before people believe it. Even though Monique told us already. Mm-hmm. Oh, Lady LaBeija coming up here. All right, let me go ahead and put it on up here. I just think it's sad that Monique had to go through all of this, and then I like Taraji P. Henson.
Well, but I'm a little older than people think. And see, I know Venus Taylor, one of the mothers of the Chicago City. See, she was all the cat at the back. I'm trying to get her up here. When I get her, I'll send her over to you. Okay, because she can tell you everything that her and Dick Gregory did together. Okay?
Well, not Dick Gregory. Not Bahamian Giant. What juice?
Dick Gregory.
For a minute, baby. Let me put my little brain out. Okay, let me put you because I don't want no mess. What's up?
Yeah, please, they don't want to start. Y'all revering Wendy Williams, honey. Honey, I was still all bitchy, okay? Because I had Kevin first. Let's get into it, okay?
You had Kevin first what?
I had Kevin first. Okay, he went and took him trying to be funny, and he got taken. It's funny how the table. It's funny how the tables turn.
So I got a question. So are you from New York area?
I'm in New York. Yeah, I am the Big Apple. The Big Apple.
Okay, now get into it.
Yeah, Wilson, yeah, honey. But yeah, these girls don't want me. Miss Usher, go sit down, honey. Because we know you and Jermaine Dupri, darling. That agreement, boo. Mm-hmm. They know I don't play. I don't care. You know, all of them from way back when. Shall we start? I'm Sam Pitt to head of Jack. Let's go. Okay, I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. Let's do it.
It was the pre-dawn hours of May 22nd. The Atlanta Police Bureau and the FBI had been staking out bridges along the Chattahoochee River for the last 2 months. That morning, while 4 officers sat quietly under the South Cobb Drive Bridge, one of them, an Atlanta recruit, heard a splash. Several radio messages and a flurry of activity soon had a car stopped. In it was 23-year-old Wayne Williams. No arrest was made then, and no one inspected 2 bags of clothes, the pair of men's shoes, or the gloves seen inside the station wagon. For 2 days, the task force quietly dragged the river, not finding anything. 3 days later, 2 people in a canoe did. The nude body of Nathaniel Cater a mile downstream from the South Cobb Bridge. For the next 2 weeks, Wayne Williams was being watched. Police thought the surveillance was undercover. Williams says not so.
They put a tail on me starting last week. I made them probably in the first hour or two. And in the process of tailing me, a couple of the guys apparently weren't very good drivers, and I caused them to have a minor accident. And I think they were just pissed.
This witness, Robert Henry, did place Wayne Williams with the very last victim, Nathaniel Cater. Henry worked with Cater. He said he saw him leaving this theater with Williams on the night of the bridge incident. Henry has no doubt, even today, about what he saw.
You're holding hands, like male and female. Well, if you hold a hand with one of my coworkers and both of you are male, what am I supposed to do? To my head?
When Wayne Williams took the stand, he swore he never met Nathaniel Cater. On the evening Henry said he saw them, Wayne testified he was home, sick and asleep in bed. His mother and father, now deceased, backed him up. Homer Williams said he had the white station wagon until almost midnight. Under cross-examination, in his 3rd day on the stand, Wayne Williams blew up at prosecutor Jack Mallard.
That morning, he was a complete different person. Immediately, he started attacking. He came out of the chute like a bull. When he said, you want the real Wayne Williams, you've got him. I think all of us, the jury, understood that, yeah. I was probably my own worst enemy. I was an arrogant, bus-headed idiot at the time. And I played right into these people's hands. I could see almost the shock in the jurors' faces. If they said, my God, is this the same Wayne that was up here? Just, I could see that.
When you got angry with the prosecutor, you said, you're a drop shot. A drop shot. Does that mean?
Quite simply, in our vernacular, a drop shot is a guy who's not worth much of anything. Just drop him and shoot him and get him out of the way. In other words, you're useless.
We reminded Wayne that he also called poor Black children on the streets the same thing, drop shots.
That does not make me a murderer simply because I said somebody is a drop shot or because I called him a drop shot. That does not make Wayne Williams a murderer because I said somebody is a street urchin. You know, come on, we're talking about murder. The fact is, I didn't kill anybody.
Patrick.
A shame and a scandal, honey. Mm-hmm. Since we start telling secrets, bitch, let's start telling them, ho. I was happy, you motherfuckers. Oh, girl, I'm not. Shut up, LaBeija, shut up. Because I was getting ready to go somewhere. Hmm.
No clothes were found at the site. They could have decomposed in all this time. Another body was found yesterday in DeKalb County. It was easy to make an identity in this case. That body was 11-year-old Patrick Baltazar. Patrick Baltazar was found on a steep hill where there were an industrial park. And in order to get down to him, because I didn't want him to move him, we tied a rope to a tree and I went down the rope so that I could basically stand on the bank and look at the body at the same time. If I hadn't have done that, if we'd have just moved the body, he had marks on his face where he'd been lying on sticks. And if he had just been in the morgue, I might have thought these were injuries, but I was there and I'm the one who first moved his head and saw where each stick was lying relative to his face. And I also saw threads that didn't look like they belonged on his clothes there at the scene, and we removed them on the bank at the scene.
Hidden in these threads were microscopic fibers with unique characteristics, stemming from what were determined to be unusual sources. Upon examining the previous 19 bodies, authorities found fibers consistent with those on Baltazar's. It was apparent that 18 of 20 victims had been in the same environment before being killed. Subsequent victims also shared these fibers.
I became interested in, along with the task force, in knowing whether any of the cases were related, and if so, how many. So then I began an intensive comparison of materials, again, not really focusing on Harrison fibers, although that's a common evidence area that was certainly included, comparing evidence from one victim to another, to see if there's any common linkage to be determined. And eventually found several fiber types that linked cases together. But once I had developed some common fibers, I began then to just concentrate on those. And as new cases would come along, I would look specifically for those fiber types in terms of linking them together.
Of particular interest were fibers that experts had never seen before, green trilobal fibers. It was eventually learned that these trilobal fibers came from one manufacturer, the Wellman Corporation. The fibers were subsequently made into carpet by the West Point Pepperell Company in Dalton, Georgia.
It's interesting because my first involvement was looking at some fibers that Larry Peterson sent me. And there were 4 fibers, one of which was a Wellman fiber. And I had not seen that particular fiber type before based on the cross section. And we were trying to figure out who manufactured it. After the research meeting or the meeting down in Atlanta, I actually took photographs up to one of the technical people at Wellman. I think it was up in Boston. Showed them the fibers, the photographs, and they did identify it as their fiber. They explained that they were actually trying to get around a DuPont patent. And DuPont had patented the trilobal structure. And so they changed the structure such that one of the legs was a short leg. And the purpose was to get around the patent. That became important because they found out apparently that DuPont wasn't going after companies that were potentially violating their patent. And so they only used this cross-section for several years, and then they reverted back to a more regular trilobal fiber.
Police surmised that if a suspect surfaced with an environment containing this green carpet, it was likely that sources for the remaining fibers may also be found.
When Wayne Williams was pulled over at 2:30 in the morning on May 22nd, 1981, after crossing the James Jackson Parkway Bridge, a viable suspect had finally materialized. Eventually, the task force entered the Williams home, stepping onto a floor of green carpet. And after searching the rooms and Williams' family vehicles, they found sources for all cyber groups. They were convinced they had finally identified their killer. The fiber had not been produced for a 10-year period of time, and there's some of the market information about explain largely used in spaces. And then made it a very, very rare fiber just in the Quad Studios did. Like in the documentary, they was talking about that. Right? You understand? They talked about the Quad Studios did. But they didn't mention the fact, and they left it out, that Big and C's did not know that Puff and Andre Harrell was in Jimmy Hitchman's office the day Pac got killed. I mean, the day Pac got shot at Quad Studio. Let me repeat that again so it don't get mixed up in the whole thing. They did not mention that Andre Harrell and Puff's daddy and Jimmy Hitchman were all in the office together. Puff was on the office because he was trying to spy on Big them, because Big was writing the Junior Mafia stuff and Puff had his publishing. I told this to a couple of people before. I said it before, and you got people that's running with it like they knew the story in the whole yard. You understand? They'll lie. You ask them, how do you know that? Who told you? They couldn't even tell you that. They'll tell you some lie. They did some kind of investigation, but it didn't happen like that. You understand? Puff was there to spy on Big because he had owned Big Publishing. And Big had turned around, and the same people who helped Puff get Big Publishing told Big to turn and put Tatiana or put somebody else's name on his publishing, or give it to Lil C's or whoever this, that, and the third that he wrote for, so he can get the money from it. So that's how that went down. So they was there to spy on Big. In the interim of being there to spy on Big, Jimmy Hitchman told them that they finna show Pac, teach Pac a lesson. Because Pac had owed him some money. So that's why he was up in the studio and was coming to the studio. Pac owed him some money. He was going to work it off and get some money from doing a song with Lil Jon. And that's what that was about. Pac was talking greasy to Jimmy Hitchman, and Jimmy Hitchman wasn't the type of dude that you talk greasy to, allegedly. Allegedly 50 Cent. So Diddy knew what was going to happen about. He knew Pac was about to deal with, yeah. He was there to see it. He was there to see it. He wasn't only there to see Big them when Jimmy Hitchman told him that. He was there to see what's going to happen to Pac. He was there for that. Because had he not been there for that, he would have went up there in the office. He would have went to the studio or the studio section with Big them. He would have went to that studio section with Big them. He knew what room Big them was in. He didn't do that. He was there to see what was going to happen to Pac after Jimmy told him. And that's factual. Yeah, Kirk Burroughs, he also said that, he feels like, Diddy was about to murder. Yeah. And Diddy played a part in that stuff. Like he said, Kirk know where the money came from. I'm going to say this. They tried to, if you talk about the Vegas trip and the whole night, what's up? It's the Monster Man, man. Diddy goes crazy. And they exposed that his was going to get shot by a studio because he was in the office with Jimmy Hitchman and Andre Harrell. You know what was happening? That's what they did to our biggest things. Because they know biggest things was not that type of timing, man.
So no one can tell me different. If you know everything that was going on, it is what it is. You need to. If you have volume loss many times, do not get under eye filler. You need to try calcium stick first. The volume stick that they're calling tonight. Police in the Twin Cities on Texarkana check in. This Bill is my social media name, which Yvette is my actual middle name. Bill is my dad's last name. But my real name is Yolanda Grissom. And Grissom's not really part of my bloodline, so that's why on social media I use Bill. So that's how that is. Well, Latoya was my niece. She's my sister's oldest, and it was more like a little sister to me because we only 6 years apart. And she was the life of the party. She was the life of any situation. It don't even have to be a party. She gonna make everybody feel like they somebody when they didn't. She was well liked. She was a mother. She's now a grandmother, and um, it was just she was just the life of the party. She had so much life in her. That's why Texarkana wasn't enough for her. That's why she was trying to really get away from them because she's really full of life. And, a lot of people know her to be a stripper and, whatever, having shows and stuff like that. Dealt with quite a few guys around town. And everybody know her from the police to a regular citizen. Everybody know her. Everybody. I actually don't. I'm not scared of. I was raised down there. A lot of them, no, they don't fear me. It's not that I'm out trying to get fear or trying to fear anyone else. But Latoya, I'm gonna speak for her if nobody else is going to because it got quiet, true enough. And I hear them speaking on that. How quiet we say something, we don't act like we really care, we ain't trying. Some family got something to do with it. It's just different stuff they don't put out there about the situation. But I have a lot of facts, things that she told to me that led up to this situation. So it's quite a few people that I do know some things about that she had told me before she disappeared. And me being scared, I ain't scared of nobody. Nobody on this earth. I'm sorry. And if it's got to take me out to find her or know the situation, that's what's going to have to happen. That's what's going to have to happen. I'm sorry. That's why I waited till I raised my kids because they were small when this happened. I was only 31 and I'll be 50 in a couple months. And I'm just making it my business, my last breath to get out here and figure this thing out. I don't care who don't like it. I don't care how many friends or if I lose friends, family members behind it. I don't care. I really don't. I had people came at me telling me I need to be careful about because they never solved nothing in Texas. I said that ain't the part I'm worried about right now. I'm looking for somebody they haven't found. So if they don't stop, I'm not stopping. And I told the detective whatever I got to do. I mean, some people came in my inbox when I was making all those posts. They was coming at me, but they know they got to deal with me. They're gonna have to deal with me.
You got this her friend saying that she was coming here to live with her. Her friend at the time wasn't trying to live in Dallas. I was living in Dallas. And Latoya had asked me, is it okay if she could stay at my house? I didn't like the lifestyle she was living. And I told her there were some rules and behind that. She agreed to whatever my rules was, and she said she had one show to do. And these certain people were supposed, females were supposed to do it with her. And she just said she needs to do that and she gonna catch a ride, certain ride. It was about 2 or 3 different rides she was supposed to take. And one claimed that he never came to town, and I know for a fact he did. She told me. She was on the phone with him while he was on the highway. We have another one that showed up in town. My brother was supposed to ride, but it was a situation where he didn't. So they met up with me without Latoya. I met up with them because me and my friend here was waiting to go for her to get here so we can hang out. It was Labor Day. And so when I met up with him, he's like, he never got a call from her. Everything started to get strange to me at that point. And I kept calling her phone. And I know at the time, because of the situation with her boyfriend at the time, it was the domestic situation. And they were due to go to court about it. And she was just trying to leave on that. She didn't want to deal with that. He had hurt her at the time. It was his second time doing this situation to her. And so she was trying to get away from it all. Situation with her kids. She wanted to get her kids. And I just told her, just come up here, help you out, try to help you get a place. And we'll go from there. She was like, well, just let me do this tonight. And I'll be there either tonight or in the morning. But everybody else saying all this, oh, she was supposed to come live with me and do it. Stop lying. Stop lying. Just stop lying. Seriously. I know what she was about to do because at first I didn't want to hang with my niece with that lifestyle. But I just sensed something. I don't know, it just came over me that year that, and I started to hang with her more, being around things that I didn't normally hang on. And when it just, this one time I dropped her off and she showed right back up, and she was in a feeling that I'm not used to seeing her in. She used to this happy and I'm a bad, you know what I'm saying? And this particular time she was worried and she was like, man, I'm getting tired, man. I'm ready to leave. And that's how I know somebody had knew she was about to leave that town for good, and they took her. They did something. People want to say y'all don't know if she's dead or alive. Okay, but she didn't do this on her own. She wasn't gonna leave her kids. She wasn't gonna do that. And trust me, she was gonna call me and a couple other people in the family. She never went. I don't care what lifestyle she was living. She had a few people in this family that she would contact. And I know that for a fact. And when I seen that I was getting nothing, I knew it was something wrong. Somebody found out she was getting ready to go. And if something got in me, I was already hurt before I got the call. I was already hurt, but she wasn't answering. I knew my mom asked her to not go around this guy, and she was sneaking around him still. So when she's around him, he didn't answer the phone. He texting you all the time. I knew she was around it. The last I talked to, I knew she was around it, but I just, with just texting, and all of a sudden took her phone because the night that the guy met up here that she was supposed to get a ride with, we went on out that night, me and my homegirl. We went on out and we got a call 2 o'clock in the morning. See, a lot of people don't know this. Somebody had her phone, and I think and it sounded like somebody was trying to cry on the phone. I'm like, hello, hello, hello. I was just, that feeling came over me right then. I said, somebody they know, he was trying to leave, somebody got it. But she mentioned, you know, they talk about the black car that pulled up in Sunset. What they don't know, it was 3 to 4 different guys that have motives to do something to her that had a black car. And when they give that information, that's why I say a lot of things are messed up with this situation. When y'all gave that information, y'all didn't describe what he looked like. Y'all didn't describe what kind of car it was, the license plate. It's like, that's why they couldn't look. They didn't know where to look. So when it come down and said, I saw they didn't do nothing, you didn't give enough information. It was more information you should have described to them. Because I was asking myself, okay, y'all saw a black car. What kind of black car? What license plate? Was the windows tinted? You know what I'm saying? I didn't see all that in the paper. I didn't hear the detective speak on that or nothing. So everything was messed up.
Find your perfect taxes. Whatever your tax situation might be. Hand off your taxes to an expert who gets you. With TurboTax Expert Full Service. Predator delivers the best value and power. Generator, power station, engine, pumps, and more. Unbeatable power. Exceptional durability. Power through anything. Only at Harbor Freight.
Messed up. To be very honest, my family took it light. They waited 2 weeks to call the police. I got a call from her little sister, and she was like, ain't it? I've been calling Toya because I was supposed to get this, that from her, but she ain't answered in over a week. I was like, what? Call the police right now. Because like I said, I already got that feeling over me. So I was like, call the police right now. I said, 2 weeks is a long time. Ain't no telling what done happened now. I know for a fact his story switched up. And I was really upset that they interviewed him and didn't. Me, I wanted him to sit with me and tell me what you were saying because I know what you said 18 years ago. And it's something different than what you saying on that news interview. I really had a bunch of questions for him because they asked, it seemed like they only just let him, it seemed like they only just let him just say what he, made up, whatever he allegedly thought at the time. Because back then, he said that wasn't even his girlfriend. He told them that back then. But on the news, you say that's your girlfriend. And I also heard you say they need to keep digging. I heard that too. Where do they need to dig? I think you know. If you're telling me they need to keep digging, I think you know where they need to dig at. I was supposed to have went and got her myself. On different rides she was trying to get, I was supposed to have been the one to go get her, but I really asked her, could she get somebody to bring her and I'll take her back. And I felt once she got around the boyfriend, she couldn't go after that. It took me 2 weeks to get down there. You have one of her other friends who's supposed to do that show with her, claimed she had just got to town. And I came down there 2 to 3 weeks after the fact. And this friend said she just got to town. That's not what my niece told me. My niece told me that you were supposed to do the show with her. When Latoya do shows, she have multiple females that do the show with her. It is several women in Texarkana that has done these shows with LaToya. So she don't do these shows unless she have at least 5 or 6 girls. And this one was one of them. She's always been one of them. But she claims she just got the chance. And it was something else she did that was strange to me years later. This same friend. LaToya had 2 purses that she carried. Being in that lifestyle, that type of woman, she gonna carry a lot of items in her purse. And she had this little photo album. It was a photo album when she was young in the 6th grade with the Vaster boy, the Vaster kid who went to NFL. She has a picture with him and her at Pine Street and pictures of childhood friends in the photo album. Well, this certain friend showed up in 2012 on my cousin's deathbed and gave the pictures out of the photo album. Wasn't even in the photo album no more. I know for a fact LaToya carried that photo album around with her a lot. She gave my cousin all of those pictures. And I'm like, I wasn't there. When I showed up, I said, so y'all just let her drop these photos off and then y'all didn't question it of where she got them from? Well, she claimed that they was on her family wall. I used to drop LaToya off there. I used to go hang down there. LaToya never put her photos on their wall. All those photos was in a photo album in her purse. And it's a big coincidence they found her purse 3 years after the fact. And I went to the Bowie County to look at this particular purse. That's not even the type of purse Toya would carry. But Toya carried big purses because she kept different items with the lifestyle she lived. But she had to have a big purse. She didn't drive, so she tried to keep a lot of things on her in those purses. And when they found the purse, the so-called purse that they found downtown, it was a little purse like this with just her ID, some lipstick, and something that Hurricane Ike and all them storms had been through. And none of that was destroyed. The purse, nothing was destroyed. And I feel like somebody put it there. I really feel like somebody put it there. And it's just a big coincidence that this friend, they found the purse in 2010. This friend showed up in 2012 with all these photos that's supposed to have been in LaToya's purse that I know. And then she said they was on their wall, that those photos was on the wall. If those photos been on the wall from 2007 to 2012, either the tape was going to damage them, holes in them from tax. There was nothing. It's like they was just taken out of the photo album. There was nothing on those photos that if they was on the wall, if it was a tack or tape, it would have ruined something around the edge of the corners of the photos. None of them. They was just how they were in the photo album. Get ready to go out with Dress Be Thinking. Get ready. I think taxes are something that makes all of us panic, whether or not you want to admit it. I also pass my taxes to a TurboTax expert, and I have to only collect documents. I give it away, and then they will let me know when it's ready to go. That is 1 minute of me thinking about it, and that allows me to do everything else in my life. Now taxes is filing without breaking a sweat. So yeah, these friends, they know more than, I'm not saying they did nothing, but they know more than what they know. And I can't believe they are these type of friends that she hung around that refused to talk to the detectives. One, her bestie moved out of town. Won't talk to him or nothing. But I know when I first approached her, she screamed out he threw her over the bridge. Wow. You ain't gonna speak to the police about that? Come on, you're not gonna speak to the police? Really? I'm not, man, I'm not cool with that at all. I don't understand that right there, it made me friend thing real loose. She said it, started crying, and just my mom burst in the house is what made her stop. Because her and my mom didn't get along. My mom and the best friend, they didn't get along at all. And I felt like she was gonna say more until my mom walked in and she just cut it. She stopped crying and everything. She didn't say no more. She just said, "Oh, he threw her over the bridge." And my mom was saying she just stopped. And I was like, oh, I felt some type of way. Like, I wish he would come forward now and finish that conversation with me. You know, if you really didn't have nothing to do with it, don't know nothing about it, come finish that conversation you almost had with me. That's, man, this girl missing. Kids have to be raised without their mother. Them boys need their mom. I'm telling you, they want their mom. And I don't understand these friends, family members, whoever. Y'all know something. And I feel like y'all need to step forward and talk about it. Get it off your chest. I promise you, you're going to feel much better. Because LaToya would do that for you. Where LaToya would. She would rock with anybody she's dealing with. She was always 100 with everybody. And then people started to turn on her. She was telling me everything. It's like it was so random that almost everybody started to turn on her. And that's why she wanted to leave. The city of Texarkana, water or whatever, a guy that our family knows, he pulled it out the drain hole while they was doing work. Just ID, the cell phone, the lipstick, and a feminine product. Just one feminine product. Hers wasn't soap. There was no damage to that purse. I know this for a fact. That wasn't her purse. Somebody planted that. In my opinion, somebody planted that. And when I went to the bi-state about the purse to talk to them, you know what he left me with? He was like, Miss Grissom, you're not looking for a kidnapper. You're looking for a murderer. And I'm not gonna lie, he made me think they know and just not presenting it. It made me think, I may be wrong, but it made me think that. And I got still. I just left. I was like, man, he's telling me something I kind of basically already know myself. And like I told him, that's my niece. Because he's asking me, why am I here? Why am I there to ask about the purse? I said, well, I saw something suspicious, of a purse of a friend the night before. And that was very suspicious to me that night, double looked at her friend purse, like LaToya's purse. And I went and told my best friend. I was almost in tears. I get to work the next day. The city of Texarkana has found a purse in that drain hole. And that was too many coincidences when it came down to me seeing that on the friend and like the pictures. That's too much coincidence for me not to think that they don't know something. I know they know something. Help her out, because LaToya would help y'all out. I know she would, and you know she would. Oh, man. Oh. I'm gonna be honest, cause I don't like to sit up and just be lying and something about nothing. I feel like people are not doing what they supposed to do as a family member. Just accusations and stuff being said of a family member's mouth, and I just haven't been cool with that. And the relationship is torn apart to where I don't deal with these family members today. I really don't. I love my family and all, but man, sometimes they can, y'all know, y'all know, it happens in a lot of families. So I'm just not gonna just sit here and talk about it. It's just in mine. But yeah, it done torn a family. It has torn us apart. It really have. And my trust with people is out the door. It's hard for me to trust behind Latoya's situation.
Did you know that snake plants have a unique preference when it comes to their soil? In order to keep their leaves lush, tall, and looking their best, they actually need slightly acidic soil. It can throw off the pH balance of the soil and start to hurt their roots. This can lead to all sorts of issues like yellowing leaves. You'll need to adjust the soil's pH regularly. The trick is to add a little acid to the mix. With the right care and attention, your snake plant will not only thrive, but might even surprise you with some beautiful bloom. So keep an eye on the pH. Your plant will thank you for it.
Not a proper search. And I don't understand why. They kept saying that she was out on this property. They didn't search that property the years later. You know, it took them all these years to search that property. I feel like a search supposed to have went down when it happened. Waited all those years to do a search. Hey, I guess they have some guidelines and rules and things they have to go by before they can do this type of stuff. But that was a long time to wait to do a search. And I was asking everybody back then, is we gonna get out and go look? But it was a threat made to our family about approaching suspects and stuff like that. They was saying that they would have people, friends and family of our family locked up. If we never said we was gonna go fight them or anything. We just had questions. We want to know where she at, and they stopped our search, and we had the right to search, and they stopped our search back then with that threat. Law enforcement detective came to my cousin, had a list of people's names in the family, and said if they approach this guy or that person, that we're facing jail time. So they kept everybody back, not questioning these people to where we have walked around here and looked at these people, just constantly have to see these people and can't approach them. By now, yeah, of course we might do something because you didn't walk around and say so much. You didn't have the opportunity to walk around and say so much about family, but y'all keeping us from questioning these people. But they able to walk around here and spread things about our family. I don't feel like that's right that these suspects get to do this. They suspects. Why are you out here talking about our family like that? Now, if I sit here and just say your name and say everything I know you did, then you probably will go to jail. But these suspects get to walk around and say what they want to say and just put our family down, making it look throwing the finger at other people like they don't know what's going on. They know exactly what's going on. They know what's going on with Latoya. That's why it's so hard. That's why it's so hard to find her. They know. They know to keep her hid. Ooh, that's a hard one. I'm praying. I'm praying all the time that we find her for her kids' sake because it has taken a toll on her kids. One was just 3 years old, and one was he wasn't even a teenager. He was so now they grown, and man, that's hurtful. That's hurtful. Y'all got y'all kids. Why y'all can't give her kids some kind of closure? At least tell them something instead of claiming you ain't got nothing to do with it. You don't know. Tell exactly what happened the last time you seen her. At least talk to her kids. Since you're their auntie, if you're their auntie, if you're their stepdad, if you was friends with Latoya, talk to her kids. Give them something. 'Cause these boys grew up without their mama. And that's hard to have to sit here and watch my nephews have to grow up like this. Cause man, sometimes it don't turn out good. It don't turn out good. And man, a few of us been trying to get a hold of them and keep them straight, but they was headed down the wrong path. They really was. That's why I feel like I need to keep talking. It took a big toll on my mom. Really did. Her health ain't good right now. Just turned 80 years old. And it took a toll on her because she was raising Latoya's youngest son. And it just took a toll on her as well. Real bad. Yes, they did. They saying that could take up to 6 months, a year, or longer. I don't understand why, but I never said there was Latoya's remains. I just got started. That made me start talking because they saying those remains been there for a long time. They let you know it's people down there doing stuff to people, and Texarkana can't figure nothing out. And that just made me start talking. It wasn't that I thought those were her remains. It just made me start talking. And I'm not, at the time that this happened, I had been praying a lot. It seemed like every time I say a deep prayer about Latoya, something pop up. Just like y'all, some pop up, give me some kind of help, lead, like y'all getting this out here right now. I really appreciate that because I've been wanting to say something. I'm trying to figure out next county Gazette haven't just really came and talked and I don't understand. And so now that I've started, it's gonna be hard to shut me up. It's gonna be hard. And this just the beginning. This just the beginning. Well, if to be honest, when around the time that she came up missing, somebody had her phone, constantly calling family members, disguising their voice from her phone. They don't talk about that though. But yeah, when this happened, the weekend I was supposed to meet her here, somebody called. Remember I said she was crying in the phone? Somebody called and said they knew not to talk to me. I feel like that person knew me, how I think. But other people in the family, they was randomly calling their phone, just
All right, y'all. We'll be back.